Imagine a single tiny cell, smaller than the tip of a pin, holding the complete blueprint of an entire human being. From something invisible to the naked eye comes a beating heart, a thinking brain, a living soul. In just 9 months, this single cell transforms into a fully formed baby. Today, we'll witness the miracle of life like never before. This is not just a story, it's our story. Every breath we take, every step we walk, every dream we chase, all began with this one extraordinary moment. Each one of us has passed through this same journey, a silent beginning, hidden from the world, yet powerful enough to shape everything we are today. Life begins when a sperm cell from a man meets an egg cell from a woman. Millions of sperm begin this journey, but only one will succeed. Against all odds, a single sperm penetrates the egg. At that instant, fertilization occurs and a brand new cell is formed, called a zygote. This one tiny cell already contains everything needed to become a unique human being. Eye color, hair texture, height, even certain personality traits. Half of this genetic information comes from the mother, and half comes from the father. At this moment, a new life begins, not as a vague idea, but as a precise biological reality. Within hours of fertilization, the zygote begins an incredible process called cell division. One cell becomes 2, 2 become 4, 4 become 8. This process continues rapidly, without the cells growing in size, but multiplying in number. Within a few days, these cells form a tiny structure called a blastocyst, a hollow ball of hundreds of cells, still smaller than a grain of sand. Even at this stage, each cell already knows its future role. Some will become the brain, some the heart, some the skin, and some the organs that will sustain life. Around 1 week after fertilization, the blastocyst reaches the uterus. Here, it implants itself into the uterine lining, forming the first physical connection between the mother and the developing life. This connection will grow into the placenta, an extraordinary organ that provides oxygen, nutrients, and protection while removing waste. From this moment on, the baby's survival depends entirely on this delicate bond. Now, the blastocyst officially becomes an embryo. During the first few weeks, one of the most critical phases of human development takes place. Cells begin to specialize, forming the foundations of the brain, spinal cord, and nervous system. The heart starts to form, and soon it begins to beat, not symbolically but physically. By the end of the first month, the embryo is only a few millimeters long, yet the blueprint of an entire human body is already in place. As weeks pass, the embryo continues to grow rapidly. Tiny limb buds appear, which will soon become arms and legs. Eyes begin to form. Ears take shape. The facial structure slowly emerges. Although incredibly small, this developing life is already active, cells communicating, systems organizing, and structures refining. By the 8th week, the embryo officially becomes a fetus. At this stage, all major organs are present, though still developing. Fingers and toes separate. Facial features become more defined. The heart beats steadily, pumping blood through a rapidly growing body. The brain develops at an astonishing rate, forming billions of neurons that will one day allow thinking, feeling, and memory. Over the next few months, the fetus begins to move, stretching, turning, and responding to touch. Hearing develops, allowing the baby to recognize sounds, including the mother's voice. Light sensitivity forms, and basic reflexes begin to appear. This is when the connection between mother and child deepens, not just physically, but biologically and emotionally. During the final trimester,
The fetus focuses on growth and preparation. Weight increases rapidly. Lungs mature to prepare for breathing air. The immune system strengthens. Hair grows, nails form, skin becomes more defined. Every organ tunes itself, preparing to function independently outside the womb.
And then, after 9 incredible months, the moment arrives. From a single microscopic cell to a tiny, breathing, crying, living human being. A journey that began in silence ends with a first breath, marking the start of life in the outside world.
Every human being begins as a single cell. Every heartbeat, every movement, every thought starts from this tiny beginning. The next time you look at yourself or someone you love, remember you were once invisible, yet full of infinite potential. Isn't life truly amazing?